After realizing the dog was doing it on purpose, she looked into the storm drain. But when she glanced inside, her neck hair rose up and made her want to puke up. In a panicked state, she pulled out her cell phone and called the only number she thought could help. After waiting 10 minutes, she heard the sirens approaching. New York raised her. Even though her city had some major issues, she was proud of it. Homeless and stray issues came up. She wanted more affordable homeless housing and animal shelters. It never deterred her. She was proudly New Yorker. Lifelong Brooklynite Nancy Armstrong was tough and independent. She loved journalism and mystery. Teenage curiosity always got her into trouble. As a young adult, Nancy knew she had many options. Tabloid writers hired her. Her insatiable curiosity didn't make it her dream job. Her curiosity eventually won out. Nancy enjoyed weekend walks in Brooklyn. She usually found street vendors and other curiosities. It gave her an excuse to visit her favorite butcher 5 blocks from home. Nancy would see something curious on her way out of the butcher shop if she was looking for it. Nancy bought her favorite pork sausages from her butcher. The only shop in town made them her way. She saw something odd on her way out. If you like my videos, don't forget to like or subscribe. Thanks in advance. Stray. That was normal, but the stray's behavior caught her attention. She couldn't ignore her curiosity. The stray stared into a storm drain as Nancy approached. The dog was curious like her and wanted to get down there. After hearing her approach, the dog focused on her. It eyed her sausages. Strays went days without food. Nancy gave into the begging dog's eyes. She didn't realize her regret. The dog stood in front of the drain with a sausage a minute later. Nancy turned back to see the dog drop half the sausage she gave it into the drain as she walked back to her apartment. She rolled her eyes and kept walking, thinking the poor stray had dropped the sausage. However, the stray did it intentionally. Nancy resumed her neighborhood walk the following week. She forgot about the stray until she reached the butcher shop. She saw the dog in the storm drain. She was curious again. She wondered what the dog found intriguing in the drain. She returned to the butcher for another dog treat. She wasn't prepared this time. After another quick stop at the butcher shop, Nancy came out with an extra sausage. She wanted to see how the stray would eat this time. She walked out, and sure enough, the stray started salivating at the sight of the meat. Nancy approached the stray this time. She could almost see inside the storm drain. She needed the dog's trust first. She had it eating out of her hand, but strays were unpredictable. She didn't want to appear to be taking the animal's drain contents. She wanted to assist if possible. She fed the dog sausage and watched her experiment. The dog approached the drain cover and dropped half again. No mistake. Nancy called 911 to request firefighters after seeing what she saw. They arrived 10 minutes after waiting. They brought everything needed. Nancy was shaken as the pros opened the storm drain. After seeing what she saw, the dog didn't want to let them into the storm drain, but they had to. The firefighters freed Nancy's storm drain animals after 15 minutes. The drain trapped 5 kittens. After being down there, they looked healthy. Nancy ran over when they meowed. After the firefighters thanked her for reporting it, she smiled and told them that the stray dog helped her notice the kittens. He fed the kittens while they were trapped, she realized. She knew the dog saved them from starvation. She did something spontaneous she never did. Nancy thought it unfair that the stray dog would stay on the streets while the kittens went to foster care. She took the dog home. He seemed convinced. He remembered her feeding him and helping him rescue the kittens. He would never be homeless again with his new home. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.